Have you ever found yourself in a pandemic situation and you absolutely positively had to test drive a Tesla, but were a little worried about the whole social distancing thing? Well, guess what? Tesla offers a touchless test drive, and that's what we're going to go and do today. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take the opportunity to do a touchless test drive of this brand new Model Y. Now if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing, but stay to the end of the video where I'll tell you the whole process and how it actually works. If you're looking for a deep dive on the video, this is not the one to do. I actually did a review on the Model Y a few weeks ago. I'll put a link up here in the corner if you guys want to see it. But we decided to do this for two reasons. One of them is to show you the whole process of a touchless test drive, and second of all, you're going to get to hear my wife, Beverly, her opinion, because we owned a Model X for basically 2 years and we've owned a Model 3 for 1 year. Now this particular car is an all-wheel drive Model Y. It's not the performance model, it's just kind of the mid-range, and it is a black on black. So black interior, black exterior. Other than that, it has the 20-inch wheels. There we go. Now the first thing I noticed about the Model Y is the noise, and specifically because we're in the middle of summer right now and it's super hot outside, so we've had to turn on the air conditioning, and I can hear the heat pump. It actually makes more noise than my car does because it has just a regular, you know, pump or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is different. So, oh, definitely feels higher, doesn't it? What do you think?
Definitely higher. Feels more like the Model X.
Yeah, but with the Model 3, is it messing with you? Because it feels like a Model X, but it's got more of the Model 3 look and feel.
Feels like the Model X a bit.
Did you notice the glass?
Oh.
Oh. You know, I've been driving the Model 3 so much that driving this car feels strange. Let's feel the acceleration. Yeah, that's no slouch. It's pretty good. Yeah, this car definitely feels different. Up off the ground, I have to adjust my seat a little bit more. That's better. I know for me personally, I would never buy a black car. Friends don't let friends buy black cars. They only look good in the showroom. After that, you can't keep the freaking things clean.
Hot too.
Yeah, one of the nice benefits of us having the white interior on our Model 3, and that's certainly what I would get in this car. Just in case you're curious, this is a brand new car. It has 161 kilometers on it, and the VIN number is in the mid 27,000s. She's saying that she's having a tough time talking with the mask on, so just for the sake of the camera here, because we do want to be safe for ourselves and anyone else testing the cars, they did tell us that they are going to disinfect the car, so we're just going to kind of take this off for a second. There you go. We'll put it back on.
Seats are more comfortable than the Model 3.
No, they're not.
Oh yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Because they're identical.
No.
Yeah, they are.
Feel different. They're just...
No, you're fooling yourself. You got a placebo effect going on. These are exactly the same seats as the Model 3. They're on risers though. I think it's the seating position that's throwing you off, right? Because you're not sitting with your legs extended.
Yeah. Right?
You got the bent legs like we had in the Model X.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. When you get out of the car, you'll see the risers yourself.
Steering when I'm in this side feels harder. Feels like it's not as smooth as your car.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It feels like harder. When
you're moving around more. The center of gravity on this car is higher. It's an SUV, you're up off the ground, right? You know, I get the attraction of SUVs, but honestly, I've had SUVs for 10 years, and yeah, the Model 3 made me fall in love with sedans all over again.
Feels roomier.
You think so? It's the same as the Model 3.
Feels roomier.
Well, this is roomier for sure because you've got more headroom above your head. They made it taller.
It's quieter than your car because of the tires, I think.
Yeah. It will. This has thicker sidewalls on it, so it absorbs more of the bumps and more of the road noise. It's a little wider than the Model 3 exterior body, not so much the interior, but it's a little wider. It's a tiny bit longer too. Definitely a lot taller. Do you want a size difference? There's a Golf like yours in front of us. That's all we get?
Looks much bigger now.
This should have been black if you ask me, and that's my personal opinion, but...
Yeah, it looks weird. The top is gray and the rest is black.
Well, they did this so that it would blend more with the sky when you get, like right now where it's a little overcast, but when you get sun in the car, this helps blend the roof line with the rest of this, the sky and stuff, so it makes it feel airier. If it was black, I mean, black would look better from a visual aspect, but it wouldn't blend with the sky quite as much. I'm thinking like a designer, and that's my take on it. I might be wrong. Elon, if you're watching, let us know. Am I right? Am I wrong?
I miss this roof.
You missed the Model X windshield. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, me too. That's the number one takeaway from the Model X. I mean, the Falcon wing doors, in my opinion, take it or leave it. But the best feature of the Model X was really the large windshield. And the great thing is that the Cybertruck, you get that back again. The windshield's just as large on the Cybertruck. Yeah, I would get this. If I was in the market for an SUV, didn't need a pickup truck, this is the car to get. This thing's going to sell like crazy.
This doesn't have the extra seats in the back, right?
No, they're going to offer a 7-seat sometime next year. It'll be a tiny little third row in the back for very small people.
Children.
Like children or small women. If you're 6'4", you're not going to fit in those seats, I'm sorry.
I don't think you'd fit in the Model X either.
Well,
in the back.
Yeah, the Model X third row seats were pretty small too, but they're going to be even smaller in this car. There's an argument that's happening on the internet right now. For some reason, there's a number of people out there who think that the third row seats in the Model Y are going to be rear facing. And I don't believe that's what's going to happen. Mainly because, and I've said this before, most people haven't been close up or experienced the 7-seat or the 5-seat version of the Model X and how Tesla does it with that. They actually put this second bench seat back here, they put it on sliders, so that when you want to get into the third row, you press the button, the whole thing slides forward, then you can get in, you can pull the seat back to whatever distance you need for your knees. That's how they get the room. Right now, everybody thinks this is the same seat that they're going to put in the 7-seat, and because it doesn't move, they're like, there's no leg room. So now I've been driving this for a while. One of the things that I've noticed with this car is that the mirrors, even though they have roughly the same shape as the Model 3,
They look bigger.
they're taller.
Yeah.
They're actually taller.
You can see more, which I like that.
Yeah, that's one of my complaints on the Model 3s. I find the mirrors in general are a little on the small side. They really should be a tad bigger. Honestly, they should just get rid of mirrors completely because, obviously Tesla really wants to get rid of mirrors when legislation will let them. How they would actually implement that inside the car as far as, being able to see is anybody's guess at this point.
The foot pedal looks different because it doesn't have the custom one on there.
Yeah, the performance car has the silver aluminum pedals. That's why it's thrown off.
Same features on the steering wheel?
Yeah, it's identical. The layout of the whole car, from buttons on the doors to the steering wheel to the screen, the glove box button that you hate so much, it's all in the same place.
Does it have to be programmed to your voice to open automatically?
No.
So why do we press the button all the time then? Why don't we just say open the glove box?
I don't know. Two button presses to open it rather than pressing and waiting. I think it's faster for me to go rather than say and then wait for the glove box to open.
We'll try it. Let's see if it works.
Open. Open the glove box. This command is not yet available.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
I don't know, did this car come with FSD? Long range, dual motor, no FSD. It doesn't seem to be. I'll check the service menu here in a second. Software. No, this car does not have FSD.
You have to pay extra for that.
You do. Big controversy whether it's really worth the money at this point. I mean, when it was cheaper, yeah, okay, fine. But right now, feature set, at least for the Cybertruck, I don't think I'm going to order it with the Cybertruck. It just doesn't make sense. If we're going to pull a camper, you lose autopilot anyways. Alright, so here's the front trunk bed. See how much deeper it is? Deeper than the Model 3.
But it's not as big as the Model X then?
No, the Model X is, Model X goes out to here and there. It's about the same depth, but it's definitely wider. So, power liftgate, just like the Model X has.
I didn't they put it in the Model 3? Why do you think they
Because
didn't put it in
most
Model
sedans on the market don't have a liftgate unless you get into the super high luxury. I get it, a lot of people like that. The good thing is you can get an aftermarket kit like we have on our car. If you don't have it, you don't miss it, but if you have it, it's nice to have.
It's groceries, you need it.
Yeah. So lift up that thing, and you see, so you still get the same well design as the Model 3, but it's deeper and bigger. Yeah, so pull on one of those levers and watch what happens. There you go. So remember on the back of the Model X you had the button, and it would put the headrest down, and then the seat would go down if you pressed it a second time. Well, these ones here are spring-loaded. Yeah, but they don't come back up.
They don't come back.
No, you got to go around and muscle them back into position.
Oh, it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, I know, it is pretty heavy, isn't it? Yeah.
It is really heavy.
Yeah, it's because it's spring.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
What was that? That wasn't fun?
That wasn't fun.
What do you think?
Not as much room as the Model X back here.
No, of course not. The Model X is massive compared to this car. This is basically a taller Model 3. A little bit more leg room here in the back.
Yes.
Don't forget the seats. I mean, Bev has a habit of putting her seat all the way back. So right now I have 5 inches. So obviously when you get little people in the back, that, you know, we're going to be more like this as opposed to say something like that. Hopefully you guys got that. This car was built in July of 2020. And let's talk about quality for a second, because you're going to notice some things like this. This isn't lining up. And then back in here, this is not lining up. I think Tesla kind of rushed the production a little bit after the COVID shutdown, and the quality assurance hasn't been quite up to snuff. You know, I have very high confidence that they will fix this stuff, but these are the kind of things you have to look for if you're buying an early production car. These are some areas here, stuff like this kind of sticks out a little bit in some places, especially these corners. On the corners, make sure that lines up. So just do your due diligence. If you're buying one of these cars, take the time and really inspect it top to bottom. So I said earlier in the video I was going to tell you about the whole process of how they do the touchless test drive. So here's how it's done. First of all, you got to click a link, and I'll leave it down in the video description so you guys can go through the process if you want to. So you click the link, it takes you to the Tesla website, and they ask you some very basic information. First name, last name, email, phone number, so they can contact you. Then on the second page, when you go through, it asks you which car do you want to choose. In our case, we decided to choose the Model Y. Then the next process is they will give you an opportunity to pick, well, what's your closest service center / showroom and an appropriate time. So at that point you pick it. Once you do that, it says thank you, and then after that, I think for us it was about an hour later, we got an email from Tesla saying, congratulations, we're going to set up the test drive for you. Here's some of the instructions. Now here's the really cool part. When you get to the point of actually doing your documentation, you don't come here and do it. It's all done on your mobile phone or through a web browser. I actually did this whole process on my iPhone. They actually send you an email with a document e-sign, you sign your name on it, you upload a couple pictures of your driver's license, and that's it. So when we arrived here, we just parked our car, we walked inside, of course with our masks on. So there's no paperwork involved as far as you touching pens or anything like that. You just take a picture of your driver's license, it's an e-sign document, sign your name, and it's literally done. You just do it on your phone. The only thing you're really touching are the key cards that are in a little baggie. So anyways, very, very good experience, super easy, very, very smooth. And they, you know, it's not like a traditional dealer where you got to deal with a sales guy and then they got to take your driver's license and all that paperwork, and they're touching everything. And of course the sales guy wants to come with you and he's hanging out and he's breathing over your neck, he's trying to make a sale. These guys, not like that at all, right? All right, you're probably asking, are we buying a Model Y? No, we're not buying a Model Y. All right, Bev, the viewers are gonna wanna know, what is your opinion? Hair? Lovely. So the viewers are going to want to know, what is your opinion of the Model Y? I mean, we had the Model X, we have the current Model 3. What do you think of the Model Y?
I think for the average consumer, the Model Y is better than the Model 3, unless you're looking for a sports car that's going to drive really fast and perform like a sports car. I think this one feels roomier. It seems easy enough to drive. Everything about it is likable, and I like the idea of sitting up higher. It's more comfortable of a ride, and it'll be better for kids in the back.
Is the Model X worth $30,000 US more than this car?
If you can afford it.
There you have it. She loves the Model X. I actually prefer the Model 3 personally.
I miss my Model X.
You miss the Model X? Well, you can use your own money, you can buy your own Model X. But I think you change your mind when the Cybertruck arrives.
Okay.
You think so?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, there you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and a like. And don't forget to subscribe. We'll talk to you later. We're on vacation now, so anyways, see ya.